With your initial exploration of physically based lights, you might be wondering, how come there aren't any spotlights or direct lights? Well, in fact there are, but the controls are different than the standard lights. I'll set this light type back to point source so that the light is coming from a single point in space. And down here under Intensity, Color, and Distribution, I will open that up. The distribution controls what type of light you have. Right now we have an isotropic light, which essentially means it's an omni-light. It's the same thing. It casts light equally in all directions. I'll change this to a spotlight. And then we get a cone, just like you would imagine a standard light would work. And again, you have a spotlight parameters rollout down here that has hot spot and fall off parameters. And it works the same way, where the light has full intensity within the hot spot, and then it will fall off and fade to zero intensity when it reaches this outer boundary. Incidentally, Show Cone can be checked if you want the cone to appear even when the light is deselected. This can help you visualize where the lights are shining. I'll go back and select that again. So that's very straightforward. There's another option up here called Web, and this is more complex. This is called a photometric web, and it doesn't work by default. It requires a file in the web parameters rollout right here, and you can accept IES files. These are the Illuminating Engineering Society files, and these are standard files that represent the intensity distribution of the light. And instead of trying to find one on my hard drive, I will show you an easier way to get one of these. I'll just delete this light source and go up to Create Lights, Photometric Lights, and here we have the types that we've already seen. But down here there are presets, and the web in parentheses will give you these IES files for some standard kinds of architectural light sources. For example, if I want to have a recessed 75-watt wall washer, I will select that and click a point over here. Let me move it up and we'll take a look at it. Notice that the gizmo now has an actual shape to it. This represents the intensity distribution of the light source. And you can rotate that if you need to. And if you look closely at the gizmo, you can see that rotating. If I rotate it 90 degrees in Z, it looks like it's kind of sticking out this way. So this would be appropriate if I stuck it on the wall over here. Now there's no geometry to represent the actual light fixture. This is merely the light source. And so this is going to cast light into the room kind of in this direction, based on the shape of that gizmo.